for several years. Thank you very much.
Respected Professor Sengupta, Vice Chancellor, West Bengal University of Technology. It will be nice. For me also to share. Professor Ajay Raj has already left. He is also a very senior academician known to me for years. My friend Kushal is my classmate in Jalpu University. Basically, Professor Roy made a mistake. Actually, Kushal is from Jalpu University. Both of us share the same class in electronics. Passed out in 81. Omio was my junior colleague in very close to my heart in CDAC, ERTC. And another person is also we work very closely, Professor Chandan Bhattacharya. He was also with CDAC. And many senior faculties and principal and students who have gathered here. Basically, today's subject is very well chosen, ICT infrastructure, the global growth driver. And I am from CDAC. CDAC is an organization of research and development under Ministry of Information Technology. So I will look at this topic from our perspective, from my individual experience of working in this field for last 20 years in ERTC and CDAC. And also what is emerging scenario globally. So without wasting much time, let me go to the topic. CDAC Kolkata is one of the 10 laboratories of CDAC, because some of the students, because now whole student community and naturally if the student communities are driven towards the IT industries, faculties are also guiding them towards that, and I think that many of the students even do not know the name of the CDAC. An organization like CDAC exists, particularly those who are working in computer science, IT, electronics. Because CDAC is a national initiative, we are only 2,000 member organization all over India, spread all over India, we have 10 laboratories. But at the same time, we are the key R&D center of Government of India. We are everywhere in India, and we are basically driving the technology from the beginning. Whatever you think, you can think of in the field of ICT, a CDAC motivation is there. So Government of India is promoting CDAC to carry India into the next wave of ICT, always entrusting CDAC with the frontier area of research in ICT. So I request all the students and faculties at least to have some kind of relation with CDAC and also share your knowledge pursuits along with CDAC in certain areas if possible. So ICT, if we see that it started might be with a PC, then it came laptop, so many other developments have taken place. But finally, when the communication component come, so we are into the wireless world. Earlier, cable-based world has now wired world has now changed to the totally wireless world. So it has added a very big motivation for the development of ICT. In terms of connectivity, if we think the whole world is now connected. So this is the data taken from some 1997 data. So at that time, the whole world was covered by internet use, and only in a few pockets there were only email was being used. So now it is an internet-driven society we are living in. And if we see the growth of internet use, internet domain survey, there is one data from January 2004 to January 2006. This is the kind of growth of internet has happened. So today internet has become a day-to-day component. I am just while listening to the lecture, I just could complete 4 emails, one to USA and two to Indian remote places, my friends, by using this small piece of device. And every one of us is now spending at least more internet hour, who are working as a faculty, who are working as a manager, or who is a student. So the internet hour is becoming more important, like our recreation hour, our any other hours. If we find out the 24 hours in a day, internet hour is becoming very important for us. Day-to-day cyber crimes, which many of us know already. The issue is coming, that is cyber terrorism. Many of us do not know that at present India is at war with China, Pakistan and some other countries, and it is a regular war going on. and China is trying to destabilize Indian power plants. Many options have happened. Wherever there is a computer network which is affecting the economy, there is a attempt by the other countries to get into. But before 2-3 months, our CBI website was hacked by Pakistani, and it was not available for a few days. So it is that intense war is going on, and defense. In fact, SIDAC is also part of a strategic team of Government of India in this area. So this is that is the thing everyone should know, because it is not discussed publicly generally. And so now what we have to do is, that USA has already done, that our critical infrastructure should be immune to this kind of cyber terrorism, like gas and oil delivery systems, government operations, telecommunications, transportation, water supply. Someday can artificially create a problem, can damage our flood management systems. It can happen. It is already tried in Brahmaputra area. Someone was. There is a chance that something will be happening very soon, which will be human-driven and driven for some destructive cause. So we have to be very alert this aspect. And finally, the emerging global ICT environment is like standard open protocols are coming that I am not emphasizing here, because it is always a known thing. Anyone interested can access SIDAC website or BOSS website to know details, and we can discuss. As I told, interconnected to other systems and networks, that is the thing that I have emphasis in Indian context. NKN is the major issue. And industry in transition, we have to understand that overall industry, the way they operate is now changing because of ICT. So India is being driven towards a service economy. And this service economy is totally dependent on ICT. So these kind of changes in the business and industry are also important to be noticed. And for security, we have to ensure integrity, availability, and confidentiality. Therefore, let us join hands to evolve and establish a softer, simpler, and secure ICT environment. Like the environment we see in the picture, the natural environment. So ICT should be seamlessly integrated with our daily life. In a very and a proper ecosystem need to be evolved, and it should not be a one device or one instrument or one software or one person knowing ICT, one person not knowing. Everywhere things should be seamlessly integrated. With this, and again thanking all the organizers, particularly Mr. Professor Pubun Shashmal, Professor Amir Sarkar, and the management of Techno India Group. I again thank all of you to allow me to share some of my views with you in this very important topic of the day, ICT infrastructure, the global driver.
Now I request Mr. D.B. Nag.